I was designed to save the world. People will look to the sky and see hope. I'll take that from them first. There's only one path to peace. Their extinction.
Tried to create a suit of armor around the world. But I created something terrible. Artificial intelligence. It's called the Ultron program.
I'm sick of watching people pay for our mistakes.
Isn't why we fight so we can end the fight and go home?
Well, you amazingly failed.
Here we all are, with nothing but our wit and our will to save the world. So stand and fight.
No way we all get through this.
I got no plans tomorrow night.
I'm always picking up after you boys.
We can tear them apart. From the inside.
That's the best you can do!
Badass.
Hey everybody, this is Agent 117 with Marvel Avengers Age of Ultron movie review. So, like I said in my previous video before I went to watch the movie, there'll be no spoilers in this review whatsoever. I'll just give a brief overview of tone and relationships between characters without giving too much away about the plot. In fact, I'm not going to give anything away about the plot. So yeah, let's just get straight into that. So, tone of the movie. It was a really fast-paced movie. To say that it was 2.5 hours long, it went just like that. It went really quick, really quick. There are some movies out there that are 2.5 hours long, and you're in the movie theater and you're looking at your watch, you're thinking, is this going to finish anytime soon? But with Avengers: Age of Ultron, you're so engrossed in what's going on the screen that you don't even notice the time. It's like when you're playing your favorite video game and you look up at the clock and it's 5 o'clock and you're playing for ages and you look up again and it's 11 o'clock. It's just like that. It's like time passes instantly because you're having so much fun with what's going off on the screen. I know there are a lot of concerns about whether this was going to have humour in it. It has lots of humour in it, but it also has the darker tones too. That comes through very well, especially when Ultron is on screen, but I'm not going to divulge too much about that. So the characters themselves. Some really interesting dialogue between the characters in this movie. It's a very dialogue-driven movie. Whereas the first one was mainly action because it was a movie about them all getting together. I'm not saying there wasn't dialogue in that one. I'm just saying the dialogue in this one is more prominent in this movie, and that's great because you're getting your action scenes and you're getting your little bits of character development as well. Now, there's been some concerns that the main characters within Age of Ultron don't get much character development, especially Iron Man. Coming off of Iron Man 3. But what I think they've actually done is you've got Hawkeye, you've got Black Widow, and you've got the Hulk. They're the three main characters they tend to develop in this movie. And I think the reason is because they haven't had a standalone movie of their own. So the only real place they can get any character development is going to be in Avengers Age of Ultron. Because it's only really fair to their characters, and you can't move forward with these characters when the characters haven't developed much from Avengers 1. So I think that's why they mainly focused on the Hulk, Hawkeye, and Black Widow. I'm not saying that the other characters didn't get focused on. There's some very good dialogue between Captain America and Tony Stark, which is a pretty good prelude to Civil War. And you have to look at the little snippets within Age of Ultron, and you can kind of guess the tone of what Civil War is going to be. It's not necessarily that they hate each other. It's down to their ideas and how they approach a topic in different ways. And I think this is what's going to play into Civil War. Thor, really good interactions. Like I said again, he's like, his character's like building up towards Thor Ragnarok. You can see that kind of happening. He's going off on his own little quest type thing. Nick Fury came back in and he gave one of his famous motivational talks when the team needed it. Iron Man, I think he's like struggling with certain aspects in this film, with his own morality and that kind of thing. That's what I can. Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. Now, there's been a lot of people have been moaning and complaining about the accents in this movie, about their really bad Russian accents. To be honest with you, it didn't take me out of the film, and they weren't that bad. You know, if you watch the 90s cartoons, Avengers or Spider-Man or anything like that, and you listen to the voice actors that do potential foreign people within those cartoons, then you've got to expect that type of thing. And to be honest with you, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, pretty awesome characters. Really great that they introduced them. I am going to say that the trailers for this do not show half of what's in the movie. What you see in the trailers is just the tip of the iceberg, action-wise, and that kind of thing. And also I'm going to say, I'm not going to spoil anything, is there is a full roster of Avengers in this movie. So take from that what you will. So, my thoughts on this movie. There are going to be a lot of people that are always going to consider the first Avengers movie the best comic book movie of all time. But it's a rare occasion that a sequel can outshadow the original movie. And I think Avengers Age of Ultron does do that. It introduces a really devious, evil character in Ultron. And it takes its game up a step from the original Avengers movie, which is what it's got to do. You can't be on a par with Avengers. It's got to take that next step, because now we're stepping into Phase 3 and Infinity Wars and that kind of thing. And this is when shit's going to get serious. So yeah, Ages of Ultron, I highly recommend it to anybody that wants to go and watch it. I had a fantastic time, and I'm not going to actually rate this video yet, because I'm going to show you my new rating system that I'm going to be implementing. So without further ado, let's go take a look at that. By the way, I have omitted certain things from this review. It's been really hard to talk about it without actually spoiling everything. So eventually, when everybody does actually see Avengers Age of Ultron, I will do a spoiler-filled review of the movie. But at the minute, it's not fair to do a proper review when people haven't seen the movie yet. I think it's just wrong, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody whatsoever. So that's why it's a bit light on facts and stuff about the movie. It's just my opinion at the minute that I want to get out there. So yeah, let's go and have a look at my rating system. So this is my rating system.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
So, have you seen Avengers Age of Ultron? If you have, comment below. And remember, subscribe, like this video if you like what I've said here. So, yep, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next Agent 117 review.